What's good, cryptocurrency fans out there? Welcome back to the Everything Altcoin channel. Today, we're going to be talking about possibly the biggest airdrop that is coming to the Solana chain with this new DEX aggregator that is out here. But this already has been around since 2021. So if you've been using it since then, you are getting rewarded for it, right? The best thing in crypto is that you got to use these dApps, because especially if they don't have a currency or a coin yet, you're definitely probably will get rewarded for using their dApp, right? Crypto pays you to, engage in everything in it. So before we get into talking about all of that, I would like to ask you guys to subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't already. We on the road to 20k subscribers, so if you guys want to help out with that, hit that red subscribe button. Don't forget to like the video, comment what you think about this whole airdrop called Jupiter, right? And if you guys have been participating in it, and are you qualified for it, right? And while you're down there, check out the links for the Discord so you guys can join in that crypto conversation we have in daily, because we did talk about Jupiter and Solana. And if you guys want to get your opportunity to get into some upcoming projects, private sales and public sales, you guys got to join that Patreon. But join the Discord first so you guys can ask your questions on how the Patreon works, because we're getting into a lot of bangers and you guys do not want to miss out on these bangers before the bull market start. A lot of you guys have missed out on Shrapnel and you guys are coming in and asking questions about it. Shrapnel has closed. We're moving on to the next big project that is going to be coming out. So if you guys do not want to miss that, join the Patreon, join the Discord, and let's get right into the video, guys. So things is heating up on Solana and its ecosystem as of right now. Solana is sitting at $40.22 at a $16.8 billion market cap as of right now. And you scroll down, you guys can see in the past 180 days, Solana pretty much has doubled in price, right? Which is looking very good for Solana. That means a lot more excitement is coming to Solana. And you look at the ecosystem when you go up here. I just filtered it out by the top gainers in the past 7 days. You got Wolf here. Sadly, they don't have decimated up here on their top gainers for some reason on the Solana ecosystem. For some reason, I don't know why, but decimated would be up here. You also have Star Atlas. There's a bunch of different things that's up here that you guys can go ahead and look through. The Solana chain is looking pretty good, and if you guys want to get a better look into the Solana ecosystem, use Bird Eye. Bird Eye is pretty much the coin gecko for everything on Solana, but they also have a bunch of different chains here already. You guys got Base, you got the ZK era, the ZK Sync era, and there's some other ones here. I think they're going to be adding a lot more, so you guys can get a little bit of an idea on Bird's Eye, find some gems, leaderboards, new pairs, things like that, right? It's pretty much more like DEX tools and things like that for Ethereum and stuff. Now, like I said, possibly the biggest airdrop is coming onto the Solana's ecosystem here. As you guys can see, Jupiter Exchange announced 2 major features, right? Jupiter Exchange is a DEX aggregator on Solana, right? They aggregate all the best prices from all different dexes. Think about it like 1inch, right? So they announced that they're going to have a GMX style perp. They're already 200k liquidity live. You got the EUSD style stablecoin by Liquid Staked Soul, giving you guys a sustainable APY, right? So, and they announced an airdrop. This is pretty huge because it's going to be 40% of the supply. As you guys can see from the nice little picture here, this was at Solana breakpoint 2023. 40% for community growth. There's going to be 4 rounds of the airdrop, so you might have missed the first round, but you guys know with Optimism they did multiple rounds of airdrop. So if you guys get on the exchange, we're gonna show you guys, right? If you guys get on the exchange, start playing on there, start swapping, start leveraging whatever you want to do on there, you guys may be qualified for the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th rounds of airdrop. Then of course you got 20% that went to token sales, which is going to be locked, and there's a little bit more down there. We're going to go look over everything. So Lee here puts out a nice little tweet about how Jupiter pretty much changed the game. They wasn't Jupiter before, they was a whole different name. That's probably why you guys didn't know about it, but if you guys been using it since 2021, you would have been able to actually get this airdrop here. Now when you head over to the Jupiter website, you go to the station here, you guys get to see the ultimate SEX, which is the centralized exchange replacement on Solana. We're building the ultimate centralized replacement. We believe Solana is the perfect home for it, marrying low transaction with Jupiter's commitment to product excellence. You'll never have to go back to sex again. Right, you get to see some of the tweets here. That is pretty good, but we got more to dive into here. Looking at the partners, they're partnered with some of the best things in Solana ecosystem, from Solflare to Phantom. You also got Coinbase that is partnered with them, Glow Wallet, Frontier. There's a lot of different things that are really partnered with them, right? So you guys get to scroll down and get to see everything there. You may recognize some logos or whatever it may be, but the stats for Jupiter is looking very good here. As you guys can see, the trading volume in the past 24 hours, the unique wallets, the total transactions, everything that is being traded on here, right? This is, oh, you guys get to see some other things here from the Solana ecosystem. These are the top pool providers here. All right, you scroll down, you get to see who is providing in their pool right now. Orca has about 8.5 million, Phoenix 5.1, Radium 4.6, Invariant 4.6 as well. By now you guys should all be used to dexes and how they look. They all look pretty much the same, fairly easy to use. You guys get to see all the listed altcoins that they have on here, pretty much easy, right? And the wallet I would recommend you guys to use when you're using the Solana ecosystem is the Phantom wallet. Now, like I said, what makes this dex probably the best is like it's pretty much like 1 inch because it's an aggregator, but you guys get to set limit orders, which is huge, guys. Being able to do this on the dex has always been the thing that people were looking for. If you guys remember, and you guys were here back in like 2019 or so, when when Uniswap first came out and there was no limit orders on it. There's still not no limit orders. There's a bunch of dexes that came out that wanted to add limit order to Uniswap and make their own type of dex, because we didn't have that outside of a centralized exchange. Next, you're able to DCA into different altcoins that you just want to buy for the long term and keep adding to the bag. This is actually a pretty good feature that they have here. And probably the best feature I see on here is that the fact that you can actually bridge from Arbitrum. Well, you can bridge from Ethereum, essentially EVM style chains, all the way down to Solana. That is huge, being able to get your money on here pretty fast. Having a bridge built right into the dex, I think that's a big feature. Then of course we told you guys they got the GMX style perp dex. This is going to be nice to see, as you guys may want to long Sol or whatever it may be. They have different things you guys can long here, right? Actually, like this right now, I am sitting on a 75x long on BTC and I'm looking very good. I'm hyped. So these perp dex, if you guys know how to use it, you're able to basically make some good money for the short term, or be able to build up your bag going into the next bull market, right? But don't do too much now. Don't do too much. You just gotta be realistic with it. You can see here, you can go up to 100x. This is dangerous, folks. This is dangerous. 100x, scary times. I've tried it at 150x on gains. Woo, boy, you got to sit at the computer to be able to pay attention to these trades if you want to make some good money. You know, safer is between 10 to 20. So if you're doing a little crazy, 30x, I wouldn't go too crazy. But of course, there's degens out there that want to do 100x. I'm glad that they put that there. So they already announced the Jupe token launch, right? The Jupe airdrop will be going to 950k users. That is huge, guys. Largest organic airdrop, right? This is huge. This is going to be probably one of the biggest, or if not the biggest, airdrop in the Solana ecosystem, right? Some people are comparing it to Arbitrum, but we're going to look at another post that compares it to Arbitrum and gives their thoughts here, right? So it's going to be the governance token. We already talked about 40% going to community, 20% is going to be locked in a token sale. So there's people that got into public seed, whatever it may be. Then you got 40% for the team and strategic reserves, which is vested, right? Of course, there's going to be an airdrop criteria. You guys can find that on X everywhere, but you guys probably missed out on that because they already have took the snapshot and everything, right? So that is pretty good. Let's go look at another post before we end this video here. So DeFi Solar here breaks it down. You won't become a millionaire from the Jupe airdrop. Some people are expecting it to be like an Arbitrum 1 that airdrop $1 billion worth of ARB, right? Best case scenario, Jupe total airdrop is valued around 20 million, which is 50k less, right? So don't expect to become a millionaire off the airdrop if you're already qualified for it, but it's definitely some good money to even start to play around with and start to build your bags with, right? So as you guys can see, a lot of people are definitely giving their thoughts here. I think it could open around 200 to 300 million, fully diluted, and top out near 1 billion and reach higher during the near real bull run. 4 rounds of airdrop, let's assume 10% each. Worst case scenario is 20 mil. He says, I hardly see 50 million plus flow into the locked token cell on Solana, to be honest. So everybody's giving their speculation. People are really hyped about this Jupe airdrop right now. If you're qualified, congrats, right? But if you're not qualified, remember there's 3 other rounds you guys can get qualified in. If you're playing on the Solana chain, start playing on Jupiter Exchange right now. Now that is the video for you guys. You guys already know we're on the road to 20k subscribers. So if you guys want to help out with that, hit that red subscribe button. Don't forget to like the video, comment what you think about the Jupiter Exchange, and I'll check you guys later. Peace out.